Hey Mumma is proudly brought to you by Omo Ultimates. Tackles 99 tough stains in one product.
Well, it's the last of the series and we've spoken about different schools and activities for our kids and mainly about our families, but what about ourselves? Like, what do we actually do for us? It took me ages to not feel guilty about making time for myself, because every time I had spare time and I spent it doing something I liked, I just felt so guilty. I was like, I shouldn't be doing this. But luckily I've got over that now. What about you?
Well, for me, it's my running. It's my therapy. It's my time away from the kids. And I come home with a clear head, and I actually don't, it's the only thing that I don't feel guilty about.
My babies still have a nap during the day, so that's probably my me time, my downtime. But I know I should exercise because it's good for my mental health. It's good for my body. You know, I should be doing that, but I don't do that. Instead, I still am doing little jobs. I'm still washing up. Still hanging up clothes on the line because, you know, to hang up washing in peace and quiet. That's not awesome me time.
You know, in a sense, when your kids are so young, that is me time. Time out for myself is when I can get that freedom of mind. So whatever that is, usually it's running, but it doesn't matter what it is. It could be just sitting mindless in front of a TV where I don't have to organise, I don't have to pick up, I don't have to do anything.
Time out for myself is rare, but so important and so enjoyable.
I don't know if I've actually got to the point where I'm doing something I don't feel guilty in some aspect.
Yeah.
Except if I need to sleep. I know, coming from a very long history of depression, postnatal depression, I will not be able to function as a decent mother if I don't catch up on sleep.
And that's a self-care issue. You know, that's the difference between being selfish and taking care of yourself. And I think that's the difference between, you know, if we sit down and read a magazine or go to the movies, how do we class that as self-care?
Well, it's not really benefiting you.
No, yeah, but it is.
But it is, yeah.
It really is. But
reading a magazine.
Yeah, but I think that comes back to the women being primary carers of the kids too. You know, it's our job, so we should be doing our job, even when they are sleeping, because there's always something else to do, because you never catch up on those jobs.
Sometimes I think that just getting 5 minutes in the kitchen when nobody's bugging me is considered me time, and I think some days it actually is. I struggle sometimes to take the time out for myself. But at the same time, the amount of benefits my family get from me being able to take a little bit of time far outweighs the guilt.
And my role model of my mother, who didn't go out to paid work, she never sat down. She was always cleaning or doing something. And I just thought, geez, that's what you must be meant to do. So now when I'm at home, if I'm not up doing something, I just feel like I'm failing.
I'm very much the same. I don't, you know, go and chill out on the couch or anything like that. My girls have just lately brought it up with me as well, that, you know, there isn't any of like us, you know, cuddle time on the couch while we watch a show or anything, you know. So it's been brought to my attention that kind of stuff is starting to have an effect on our little unit. So it's, you know, it's time to sort of look at my own behaviour as a mum and start sort of putting in a little bit more of myself in a free space for them as well.
Yeah, that's good.
So they get my free mental space.
Yeah.
I had a great lesson from my daughter the other day. I come home from work one day after picking them up and, you know, doing groceries, and like I had half an hour before dinner, and I just went, if I stop, I'm going to fall in a heap, so I'm just going to keep going. And I said to my daughter, oh, I'm just so tired. And she said, Mum, go and sit down and rest. And it was like she gave me permission. And I went, oh, you actually can, you know, because you don't think that you can, or I don't think that I can. And I think that it's that whole, you know, it's okay, Mum, we actually do it as kids, so, you know, why can't you do it? And I went, wow. And I actually did. I sat down. I think I started nodded off for a few minutes, but I got up and I was refreshed, you know, and you just think, why don't we do that more often?
And what sort of role model do we want to be to our, especially daughters, I reckon?
Yeah.